in at Cavuto now from FNC. Ever sit at home watching the sports or whatever and say, that doesn't look so hard, I could do that? Well, ESPN's calling your bluff. The show called Dream Job, and thousands signed up for their chance to win a job as an anchor on SportsCenter. Kid you not, somebody's going to get out of this show and they're going to host a show, a SportsCenter of their own. Down to about 8 finalists now, and Stuart Scott is hosting the thing, ESPN's main man. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm all right. How's the show doing?
The show's doing well. We've got we've kicked. I don't want to say kicked people off, but we have booted 4 people, and we got 8 left. Sunday night we'll kick off 2 more. Monday night will be our casting show. Monday night 10 p.m. It's usually Sunday night 10 p.m. is Dream Job.
Right.
It's our casting show, which shows the whole process, and you're in the show.
I went
as a matter of fact,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Kind of helped us needle them down a little bit.
10,000 people all across the country. It sounds like, if nothing else, a pretty good publicity tool.
Yeah, I think it is. It's a great publicity tool for SportsCenter for several reasons. One, people are going to see, wow, what they do is not as easy as just getting up there and reading a teleprompter and doing highlights. Somebody's going to win a dream job. Somebody's actually going to have a job at SportsCenter. And I also think for the people who don't win, the top 3 or 4 people, they're still going to get good jobs in television.
I would think. Yeah. 6 o'clock SportsCenter, 10 o'clock SportsCenter? Which SportsCenter? The new SportsCenter?
No, they're going to take my job, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Whoever wins gets my job, and I get to go play golf for the next 20 years.
I feel like I ought to say Stuart and I worked at competing stations in Orlando back when Fluff was a kitten. And Stu, even back then, was creating this language. You've created a language which all of us use when talking with each other about sports. That's a pretty powerful thing. How has your life happened the way it has?
You know, I don't know, Shepard, that I necessarily created it.
I can say booyah to anyone in the country, and they know what I'm talking about.
But all I did, I didn't make booyah up. I just brought it to television.
Okay.
You know, the way I do my sportscasts, if you and I are sitting around watching TV, watching sports, that's the way I'm going to talk. That's the way a lot of people talk. You know, if you're going to do TV, and it's what I'm telling the contestants on Dream Job, don't try and be Dan Patrick or Scott Van Pelt or Linda Cohn or Kevin Frazier or Stuart Scott. Be you. Whoever you are on TV, be that, because that's going to come out.
That's what all of our agents and consultants and everyone always tells us, be yourself. Most people can't figure out how to be themselves with cameras in the room. You've always done that so easily, and you took SportsCenter really, I think, to another level. And I just wonder what sort of a reaction and feedback you get from people, sports fans all over the country. Different.
A lot of people say thanks because I appreciate you talking about sports the way that I talk about sports. That's really what I try and do. If I'm going to talk about sports, I want to talk about it like you and I would do if we're sitting in a bar drinking milk or Kool-Aid.
That might happen.
Yeah.
And when you first started doing this at ESPN, was there any, have you ever had a boss say, hey, we got ways we do things here. You need to be doing things like this. We need a roll cue. We need a script. We need...
Not necessarily like that. It wasn't you change, you need to do something different. It was more, wait a second, what are you talking about? You know, what is this? Because I don't get this. And I was of the opinion, well, you might not get it, but there are people who do get it. Think about SportsCenter, a lot of different anchors, a lot of different personalities, a whole lot of diversity. A lot of the pop culture references that other people make, I don't get, and that's cool. But somebody's getting them. We all grew up differently. So the things that I say, there are people who are getting them. And they're going to fly over a couple of people's head, and the things that other people say, I can do a show with the co-anchor, and it's, phew. And I'm thinking, all right, I know that meant something. So it's just a matter of people understanding everybody is touching everybody.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm out of time. Stuart, great to see you. The show is Dream Job.
I appreciate it, man.
Yep, Sunday nights, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Check it out. Getting good right now. Cavuto's on deck. Hang with.